Hi guys. Well, it's Tuesday and it's my Weight Watcher Freestyle weigh-in day. I lost a complete 2 pounds, which is great. I think I'm on the 2 scale. Last week I lost 2 ounces. To this week I lost 2 pounds, and so that is pretty good. And I am at a total weight loss minus 23.6 pounds, and that has been, let's see, February. I joined February. I think I'm going to be starting my 12th week, so about 3 months. So in 3 months time I'm down 23.6 pounds. It's been regular, gradual, slow, and it's been really a great plan for me, because I feel the slower I lose, the better I become acquainted with what my body needs and what it wants, and I do think that's the way to go. That I've lost the 23.6 pounds, and I just couldn't be happier. I feel good, I feel better. I'm out exercising 3 to 4 times a week. Right now I'm riding my bike, or the bike that I borrowed from my daughter-in-law, and I really seem to be able to get that in really early now, because especially with it being in the 90s, here, I have to get it in early in the morning. And I would rather ride early because there's just less commotion outside than, you know, during the day when it's super hot or late at night. So happy with that total weight loss. Couple more pounds and I will be at my 25 mark, and you know, that's all exciting. So that's what I have to report, and I'm going to add on to this clip a couple of breakfast meals that I made during the week and share with you what I ate. And this Friday I will post a video on sprucing up my house, a couple of new items that I purchased and some things that I've just been waiting to show. And my husband's home this week. It is his vacation, but the poor guy's just been working himself to the bone around the house, and so today's going to be a little play day for us. It's a beautiful day. We're going to go out a little bit, do a little shopping, and just spend some time together that doesn't involve work. So I just got back from a 50-minute bike ride, and it's really humid outside and hot, so it was like not fun, but I did it. And now I'm going to treat myself with this. Yes, this is my breakfast, and I thought what I would do is just share a couple of my meals throughout the week and then post them for next week's weigh-in. This is egg, avocado, Dave's toast with yogurt, cheese, and everything but the bagel seasoning on it with some fresh strawberries. And guys, that's about 5 points for my breakfast, which for me is a little bit on the high side because I usually stay around 2 points, but after that 50-minute bike ride, yeah, I'm gonna get into that. And then I'll probably have a 0-point lunch. So that's it for this breakfast. Okay guys, what I did was I put 2 eggs in here, scrambled them. I added about 2 tablespoons of almond milk, about a half a teaspoon of salt, and as much pepper as I like, and I like it peppery. Scrambled it all up with my whisk, and then over very low heat, it was about like that, I sprayed some Olivio spray in the pan, and I just let it heat up. I added the eggs and I didn't touch it over very low heat for about 2 minutes. I just let it set. Then I took my spatula and I just started stirring and mixing it around, and as you can see, They're very creamy. They're just right now sitting in the pan because I turned it off when they still had this nice creamy texture to them, and just let them sit in the pan, and then I'll get the rest of my breakfast ready. Hi everybody. Well, I just got done sharing with you my creamy eggs over toast breakfast, and I'm going to link Ina Gardner's Barefoot Contessa's recipe where I saw her making her scrambled eggs. I always like watching when people make their own version of scrambled eggs. And what I've kind of come up with is a lot of them agree on the same technique, and that is low heat, and let your eggs just kind of settle before you start moving them around. And I find that that gives you the fluffiest, creamiest eggs. So I'm going to link that particular recipe of hers below, and her video that she showed, and I modified this for my purposes. She was scrambling 8 eggs and I was scrambling 2. She used a little bit of cream and maybe half and half, and I used almond milk. So I just kind of made 2 eggs and then about a tablespoon of almond milk per egg. So I put in maybe 2 tablespoons, maybe a little less. And I know that some people also think that adding liquid to your eggs makes them watery, but I think if you cook them accordingly, I think they come fluffy and creamy. Another thing that I do is I spray my pan. Now her technique is to get your pan heated on low heat. Add your butter, but I used a spray. So I basically did the same thing. I just heated my pan on low heat, and I went ahead and sprayed Olivio, I think is what it's called, and then I put my eggs in. I set a timer for about 2 minutes, and I just let them set over that low heat. Then I took a rubber spatula, and from the edges to the middle, I just started moving the eggs around slowly, and you can see them starting to form, and they're fluffy and creamy. And then, sorry, I'm wiggling my camera. What I did was I turned the burner off, and I just let the eggs set in the pan for just, maybe a half a minute. Moved it over to a piece of nice crispy toast, and I had Dave's light whole grain thin bread, which is 2 points. And I put my eggs on top. I topped it with a little bit of green onion and everything, Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning mix. I could practically put that on everything and anything. I love the rich roasted flavor of that seasoning mix. It's very garlicky in a really good robust sense. If you ever have taken whole garlic, like a whole big bulb of it, and just snip the top off, put maybe a tablespoon or so of olive oil on the top with some salt and pepper on top of it, and roast it in the oven until it's soft. That's kind of the same authentic flavor that's in that seasoning. And man, if you've never roasted your own garlic, I'd encourage you to do it, because on a good piece of bread, or even crackers, or even thin bread, it's delicious. And a lot of times what I'll do is mash it all down and add my own butter to it. And I do use real butter. I think it's better than margarine. And the no salt, and then I mash it all down, and I add a little bit of olive oil to it, and I make my own garlic bread with it. And that's when I'm really treating myself to a special dinner with really enriched good garlic bread and a good bowl of pasta. So anyways, I just thought I would share that with you, and As you can see, I am red because it was hot and humid out today, and I enjoyed that delicious breakfast, but I just kind of wanted to give you the details on it because it's so simple. It's eggs, but you know, a lot of times when you fix eggs, you just think, ooh, they're dry, they weren't that appetizing. If you do your eggs this way, it's like perfection every time. Well guys, I just finished my about a 40-minute bike ride. It's pretty warm and muggy out today, so I kind of took it a little bit slower, but I went for about 40 minutes, and now I'm eating my breakfast, which is I call creamy scrambled eggs with a little bit of green onion on top over one slice of Dave's low fat skinny bread, the grain, the whole grain, and a couple of snap peas and some tomatoes and watermelon, and it is the perfect breakfast. It's a whopping 2 points for all of this deliciousness, and I'll let you know what that first bite tastes like. It was a nice, creamy, so good. The key to these eggs, according to Ina, Barefoot Contessa, is to scramble your eggs on extremely low heat and let them set in the pan for a couple of minutes before you start moving the eggs around. And after a couple of minutes, you take a spatula and just start scrambling them up, you know, from the side to the middle, and you end up with just some creamy deliciousness. And for 2 points, this is an excellent breakfast. And look who's wanting some. Are you sitting there so pretty because you want a bite of eggs? Well, I'll give you a little piece that doesn't have any pepper on it. Well, there you go. So good. Even she loves it. So, a great breakfast, nourishing, fulfilling, even a little bit of crunch. And it'll hold you well into noon. So, until next time, I hope you had a great Memorial weekend. I hope you have a great week. Be kind, be humble, and age gracefully. And now, I'm going to finish eating my banana for